Time to kick ass and take names.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm up. Surprise for you.
So Jimmy, what about you? Do you just watch a lot of Twilight Zone?
Not really.
No.
I get easily scared, so back in the day, I'm just like, F this. I went in the wrong room. I should have went in the room with her first, because she's all like, I'm not the surprise silly. That makes me think of Alien, actually. Ripley was in that kind of like really weird white thing at the end that couldn't pass his underwear.
Clinic here. He specializes.
It's the 70s. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
It's not like that. That's not.
Oh, saw a little flash, the old lady. Oh, another flash. But Twilight Zone was, I think, is pretty cool. Like there was the movie too.
Yeah.
They took some of their best, well, not the best, but took like 4 stories and put them together.
You wouldn't follow me in the dark.
I remember they had like Dan Aykroyd or something. It's
Through.
I think so,
been a
yeah.
while, but I haven't seen too much. Like I said, a lot of my introduction to a lot of it was parodies from The Simpsons.
Yeah. I
Or
remember
Triage of Horror.
the Creep Show was really cool too. That came out, I
I
think,
haven't
around the
seen
same
that.
time as Twilight Zone.
Oh god, what was the other one? The Crypt Keeper?
Tales from the
His
Crypt.
Oh my god, that show, like when I was a little kid, when I saw like little pieces of it, I used to freak out and I just didn't want to see a single thing.
Those are actually all comic book stories.
Really? I did not know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that was a comic book TV show.
Yeah, because it was Tales from the Crypt is one of the comics, but I guess they bought the rights to some of the other ones, like Tales from the Dark Side and Haunt something.
Huh.
But yeah, they were considered smut comics back when they were written. I think most of them were written in the 1950s.
Yeah, I remember they had like a comic code too, where
During
you
the
can't talk
comic
about the
code,
undead. Yeah.
And so you weren't allowed to write on those subjects. Well, essentially what happened is you wouldn't get the stamp of approval, and a lot of the retailers wouldn't hold your comics, wouldn't be able to, put your comics on the shelf. But yeah, that,
This makes me think of Hitchcock the Birds.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure they took from it. Seems like they've already borrowed for so many other.
Well, not to keep sidelining you like this, but like we're talking about the comic code.
Yeah.
That's why Morpheus, for Spider-Man passed, because he was a living vampire. He wasn't undead, so that's why
Right.
they could create a villain like that. They found little loopholes like that, But I did not know Tales from the Crypt was a comic book series.
It was, yeah. And I don't
That's
know if they
awesome.
eventually created more episodes that were newer
Uh-huh.
in regards to that, but yeah, they.
I mean,
Yeah.
they did a couple movies. I remember one was with Dennis Miller. It says like Tales from the Bordello or whatever. I saw even part of that, surprise, but I just remember the design of the Crypt Keeper himself was fucked up.
Yeah,
Well, to me it was. And all the
it's-
stories were creepy too. Like the few parts I did see, I was just like, F this.
Well, you know what's weird too is like they actually made a cartoon series out of Tales from the Crypt also.
Like a family-friendly cartoon series?
Yeah, with little action figures and stuff.
That's
that
really
I had when I was a
weird.
kid. It's weird because it's obviously an adult show. They used to show. I remember it was originally on HBO, but we didn't have HBO, so we would watch.
We had HBO for a very short time. I think that's part of one reason why my mom stopped HBO, because she was just like, yeah, this is a lot of stuff that's like not age appropriate.
Well, I remember like we used to watch it on like local TV when it was several years old at that point, and so I mean it was new to us. So it was, but yeah, it's weird how sometimes they'll make something that's not family friendly into something family friendly.
Like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
They made a Nickelodeon cartoon show off the guy, and he was the villain of the whole movie, but they made him like her friend at the end, which doesn't make sense, because if you see the movie, the dead, well, I don't want to say parents because they weren't parents, they couldn't have kids, was
Right.
the dead wife and husband became her friends at the end. Beetlejuice was wanting to get his Mac on with her against her will.
And then there was
That's scary.
Yeah, and then of course another example would be Toxic Avenger.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a story about that, but this is a story that I have not directly experienced. Are you ready for a second person story?
All right.
Okay, so for my friend Jonathan, this is his story. but I'm telling it anyway for the masses to know, and I think he'll approve of me telling the story, is that he was a big fan of Toxic Avenger. This is what his parents would tell me. So, you know, because the comic book series and all that, not the comic book series, but the cartoon.
Yeah.
And so they got the movie.
Thinking that it aligned with the cartoon.
And they started watching it, and they like, I guess they had to watch it, and then it came in like a few minutes in, and they're like, oh my god, they had to stop it, and you know, they thought this was a movie for them, and I actually watched it with Jonathan. That movie
is dirty.
Dirty and psychotic.
Yeah.
Because they literally had these bullies run over somebody repeatedly with a car. Like, all the stuff they do in that movie is messed up. They had Toxic Avenger get freak on him while he's all effed up and mutated. And, like, that movie is just...
Yeah.
Not only just over the top, it's just, like, out of left field into your face. Like this manuscript that just floats onto the ground, which these manuscripts are pretty much a novel that he was working on, but he hasn't finished yet. But the manuscripts kind of tell you, give you a little forewarning of where the game itself is going to. I always thought this was kind of cool, like a cool collectible.
It is actually really cool so far.
It is. This is a very stylized game.
Murderer in the woods at night.
I mean, I have nothing to gripe against the voice actor. I have nothing to gripe about the character's look. It's kind of unassuming, I guess. You know, this is the age of, you know, Gears of War, grayscale, huge muscle-bound guys, your protagonists. Have what seems to be a normal-looking guy be your protagonist is, I guess, what makes this interesting.
Right.
You didn't have to, you know, stand out. You know, I think it would be funny if you had a short protagonist, like regular Mario.
Isn't the guy from Hard Rain kind of on the short end?
Hard Rain?
Yeah.
Hard Rain.
The lights up ahead.
Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain?
Heavy Rain.
Heavy
Okay.
Rain.
I was like, Hard Rain. Hard Rain.
Hardy Hard.
I felt bad. I felt like I should know this. I should really know about this Hard Rain game.
And I should really call it by its right name.
Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, that'd be a good game to play one of these times.
But he's kind of on the short end, isn't he?
Yeah, all I know about that game is Jason! Jason!
I've only watched a little bit of that game.
Jason!
Hey!
Maybe one of these times we'll each take turns play as a different character. I always wanted to do that because a friend of mine actually did that with some coworkers where they each played a different character of that game, and so the decisions you make with one character could affect the other ones. You actually could kill pretty much all the protagonists in that game, too. Still carry out to the end. There's so many different endings to that game.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's a cool game. It's nifty. Not a lot of gameplay mechanics in it, per se, but it's pretty nifty storytelling. Nice twist.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically this creepy guy with his voice all wobbly is not good, so I'm trying my best to avoid him, because I don't think I even got my GAT yet. Didn't get my GAT back. But, yeah. Tales from the Crypt. What a trip.
Oh wow, those graphics of those tree bark is really good.
I know, isn't that crazy? This is 4 years old. So, do you think they'll ever bring back Tales from the Crypt?
I say why not? I mean...
Is it time for it?
Yeah, I mean...
The time and place?
Perhaps.
Yeah. You know what else? Like, we're talking about, like, cartoon shows.
Uh-huh.
They also had toys for kids that were adult things, like RoboCop.
Yeah.
I have Alien Predator toys in my from when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And that's way when I was a little kid. Have not seen the franchises until I was older.
Right.
To understand what the heck these things did and what they were. And here I'm playing with these like Alien Predator. I have to wait for the cue to get out of here. Whoop! I think that might be the cue. Yep. Cue is here. Boom! Oh, don't want to stand next to electricity. It might be shocking. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Ah, that's fine. I mean, this is really cool. I hear how the wind is.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about mist. So yeah, you have to lightly hold in that left trigger so it doesn't use the flashlight energy.
Uh-huh.
Very lightly.
If you don't use the flashlight energy, it just recharges though, right?
If you don't use it, it recharges. But the battery's there for things. So that little circle you see when I had the flashlight over him, it's kind of a gauge of how much more darkness he has that you need to evaporate away with your flashlight before you could start hurting him with the gun.
Gotcha.
So, and then you get these little messages that only pop up if you use the flashlight.
Make me sick.
Little secrets.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. It's pointing me over here. It's a nifty game. Remember those like those little we can write secret messages, and if you put water on them, it reveals itself. Or you put another crayon on it, and it reveals the message.
Yeah.
I remember as a little kid, I'm always like, I think I put the stupidest messages too, like poop face, and it's like, ha ha ha, find out what I just wrote about you with this like white crayon,
Yes.
this magic crayon, and there, someone used the other one to pull around. I don't know if they still have that nowadays for kids.
I don't know.
Or I'm really aging myself. Oh, I need to turn off this generator. Because obviously I don't want to die. Kick it. Well, that's a smart thing to do to a generator, is just to kick it. So we use bullets to shoot boards to get somewhere, and now we had to kick electrical things to not, so we could step on electrical things.
Yeah.
These games, I tell you, and you have to hold, now we also learned that if you hold your breath, and something is away from you, but you let go, it magically appears in front of you. I learned a lot with playing these games.
That's what video games taught me.
Video games recently taught me. So see that circle?
Right.
So bullets will do nothing yet. So, oh, I need to press LB to do, but see the darkness is now gone.
Right.
So now it's little 101. It definitely worked real hard to get that atmosphere down.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, he's freaking out. He's freaking out. Alice! Alice! Now I'm thinking about Heavy Rain. That's the one part, there's the dad character, I think it's Ethan Mars. Like he's in a mall looking for a son, and there's a button you press where he says Jason. But obviously English isn't his first language, because the game was developed in France. So it's just the way he like enunciates it was where he's like, Jason! 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 Jason!
You'd think in a sound studio they would have said, sir, you have to say that differently.
Sir, speak better English. I mean, but these guys acted well, you know, and it's amazing how they got a lot of their faces replicated well. I mean, Heavy Rain is a really good-looking game. Very interesting game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain. Hard Rain should be its sequel, though.
Yes.
It's gonna be a wet one out there.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something, but not anymore.
Maybe they'll make a ride at Universal Studios. Heavy Rain. Soaked.
There's something at Universal Studios that I need to go on. It's called the Jurassic Park ride. I heard it was
Speaking
amazing.
of water, yeah.
You told me it was awesome.
It's like my favorite roller coaster ride ever.
God, I want to go on it. Nate's all about Disneyland, but I want to go to Universal.
Disneyland. Okay, like obviously, like
Now we're going back to Disney. This is how this is the real fear, the real terror, the real Alan Wake of all of our videos. Discussions now. No, I'm just kidding. What are you about to say?
I'll say Disneyland's fun. I think unless you're willing to spend a lot of money though on those fast pass things, you're gonna be spending a lot of time. You know, of your precious hours there. You know, standing in line for rides.
Not hiding closets.
I mean, yeah. At Universal, they have the same opportunity too to buy fast pass to, you know, to speed up your process.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as crowded as Disneyland, so you like.
I mean, Disneyland is like the OG.
Yeah.
When you think about it, of theme parks, like that's, you know, when you think of a theme park, you're gonna think of Disney. It's just like when you think of pop. You know, I'm a Pepsi guy. You end up thinking of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I mean, like, you think about it. Let's say you spend 10 hours at Disneyland. As much as you can out of it because it costs you. I think their tickets are like $100 a day or something now.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I remember like kind of like, in putting thought to that. Like, hey, maybe I should go to Disneyland one of these times. You know, this was a few years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go with it, like Nate or whatever, and it's like, what's the price? And it's like, I think at that time it was like $90.
Yeah.
And that just turned me off instantly because that's just not the whole equation of what the cost would be. You know.
No.
And so I was just kind of like, maybe not. Hey, is Liam Neeson here? The Taken. Filled with darkness.
Yeah, I mean, you consider standing in line for 2.5 hours for one ride. I mean, it's like, well, there's a quarter of your day gone for one ride.
Now that's the real scary thing, not Alan Wake. Ooh, whoa, whoa. I just don't care about ladders.
You know, you said that the light refills his energy. You should be able to take his light.
Or the flashlight?
The flashlight and put it under his
Oh
face.
my god,
like
you know what's funny?
Oh.
Until you just said that, that actually just came to me like, he should self-heal himself with the flashlight at the same time.
I mean, he just put it under his mouth like he's there to tell a very story.
Yeah.
Broken. I had to make my.
The staircase was broken. Reach the gas station. Reach the path above. You know what? How about I open this emergency thing, take some Energizer batteries.
Nice.
Lithium batteries too, they're high grade.
They weren't Duracells. They weren't copper tops.
What if they did have a copper top or Duracell here, but it's like the poison mushroom from Super Mario Brothers, the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2?
Yeah.
And you put them in there, it just ends up hurting your flashlight health. And then Energizer's logo pop up and says, or that, or you pull your flashlight out and it just dies instantly.
Yeah, so watch out.
Oh shit. You better be stunned.
I never look at construction workers the same way.
Yeah. Tuck in the middle. Come on now. Michael Jackson's in here. I'm surprised I'm not even think of Thriller yet with Halloween coming around. I'm thinking of his other songs. It's something that I get over. That's like the only words I know of that song. Time to get out there. Yeah. Boom. I like the slow down flares. It's a callback to their other game, Max Payne, where it was all about that slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's still pretty fun to play. It's a fun ditty. Reach the path above. It's definitely just... Oh, it's like... Oh, I can't go on this... Can I? Oh, I can. That's where I get a manuscript page. And I get a shotgun. Here's my boomstick. What we got here? I have to reach the path above, right? Can I ride this thing and just attack people with it?
Game over.
Game over. You win. I believe I have to get on these logs from what I recall. It's like some kind of ladder or something. Something that gets me on these logs. Let me scope around a little bit. But, yeah, talk about scary things. Would clowns scare you? What if this was, It? What if it was It the game?
You know, it was never really scary to me. I remember seeing it as a little kid.
It never scared you?
No, I mean...
I remember...
It was messed up that just the serial killers killing kids.
Yeah, I remember seeing parts of it when you showed it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like, oh my god. Maybe it's because I already known about.
I'm not scared. I mean, clowns really aren't that scary.
Oh, you know what was scary to me? But I was younger when I saw it. My uncle's big on like watching X-Files and stuff like that, which is another great show I think to watch around this time of year. You watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay.
I remember being scared about that because there's just a bunch of really freaky looking clown aliens that actually put people in bags and suck them like they're Slurpees, and like they use like cotton candy and all this other normal stuff, and it kills people in a lot of weird ways.
Right.
It's definitely a campy horror movie. Probably not to be taken seriously, but that definitely got me scared. But overall, like if I see a clown, unless it's John Wayne Gacy, I'm really scared of clowns. Not scared of Bozo. I know that's a fear though. There's a legitimate fear of clowns. Or dummies.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh...
There you go. There's my Coast to Coast radio.
Right on.
Right on. They did put that in it. They put the little television show with live actors. Like, they put a lot of really cool, like, things in an environment for you to just stop and check out and take a breath.
Right.
It's like, most like that were in the distance, you could just see the gas station.
They just seem to do a nice job so far of also allowing you time to enjoy it without having to fight enemies the whole time or worry about the enemies.
No. I mean, ramps up here and there, but I never really had a very negative experience with this game in terms of that, you know. There's a challenge, but it never seemed to...
I think there were some Energizers back there.
Yeah, and plus some fiends. But guess what? Boom. Light. Yeah, there are Energizers. I'll take these. This game's equivalent of more ammo for your tool is Energizer batteries. But yeah, I mean, what's your favorite Stephen King property? Because we do mention that this in a lot of ways is like a Stephen King novel, or it's kind of got that inspiration. Oh shit. Oh shit. Suck the light. You suck it, I say. Suck that light. I guess I should probably run towards the light. Oh shit, they're faster. Whoop! Knock knock.
It kind of turns to black and white when you're almost dead.
Yeah. There we go. And the light heal you, sir. Let the light heal you. Let the healing light soul through your spirit and lift you up out of your state of sickness. That was a preacher.
You know my favorite Stephen King isn't actually a horror movie though.
What is it?
It would be the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah. Remember The Green Mile? That's another Stephen King.
Yeah.
I like The Mist.
I don't think I've seen or read that.
I mean, Shining's also, like, one of the classics, and I died.
Yeah, Shining is awesome.
They got a shotgun out. That was not my best weapon. But I mean, like, Shawshank Redemption is a great movie.
Yes.
Do you think it would have been less awesome if Morgan Freeman wasn't in it?
Yeah, just because I like Morgan Freeman, but at the same time, what's kind of interesting is the guy in the book version isn't African American.
Oh.
And so, like, when he's named Red, and he jokes in the movie, like, hey, why are you named Red? And he says, well, I guess it's the color of my hair. Obviously, Morgan Freeman doesn't have red hair.
Yeah.
But,
he just has a very nice voice that I wish I had.
But the thing is the funny thing is he doesn't, they scripted him for the movie, even though obviously it's supposed to be an Irishman, and then therefore the joke of the red hair, why he's
Yeah.
red, they still thought it was worth it.
Okay. But like, hey, it's worth it to have Morgan Freeman in this.
Yeah.
And Tim Robbins. It's an enjoyable ditty.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It lifts your spirits. Like Green Mile, you go eat your cold bread. Or is that like the movie with Eddie Murphy? Steve Martin. That was scary. I'm so far dodging. I'm doing some cinematic flare dodging. Solar flare. Solar flare. Oh shit, that guy.
That punk.
Trying to come up behind me. Look at that. Dodge. Guess what? Boom! Darkness go on. Be healed. Let me get this manuscript page. I think I'm supposed to go up here. I hope I'm going the right direction through this fog. It's got a nice sense of a lot of trees, a lot of wood. Like, you can look up beyond and be like, see that you're stuck in the woods. You know what, I just downloaded the, I think I told you it's the first Silent Hill, which I haven't really played the first Silent Hill. And its use of fogs was due to technical constraints, but it's so now linked to the game that they make it a part of it. Obviously, this game doesn't really have much technical limitations. I mean, you know, we're dealing with Xbox 360, but it's using it to great effect just to create a mood. Oh, it's another secret! Ooh, I haven't used the flare gun quite yet. You know it's tempting. Oh, did I go through here? No, I don't. Did I come from here, or I'm going to here? I guess I'll keep going down. Because this looks different. Ooh. And it's like people, like lines like this is like, what are they saying? Why is the guy talking about salad? Is that the scary part of this game? Is it talks about health foods? Like, salad. Oh, snaps. Oh, whoa. This is where you have to run for. You have to book it. Book it, Alan. Book it.
Book it. No pun intended.
I guess I have to fight. Time to put up or shut up. You dodge, sir. Now that's your death. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's not dark enough. He doesn't have the darkness on him anymore. Darkness, good game. Awesome comic. Okay, let's get this shotgun. Lithium batteries, some nondescript products here where you can't make up the text. And what's this?
Science.
Their version of.
It bestows immortality on
Their game's version of Twilight Zone.
Newton, Einstein, Sagan.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. And it's like live action too, it's not even CG.
He is steep in
Just managed to put a little, do some film in these little shorts, which, you know, they're working on Quantum Break, which I guess is going to be a TV show they're running that also is affected by the choices you make in the game.
In this game?
No, in Quantum Break.
Oh.
So they're going to have a television show that's live acted, and it's influenced by your choices in the corresponding game.
Oh, that's cool.
Something weird like that. It's like an evolution of this concept, where they have live action in the game, but now it's like live action outside the game as its own product that's in line with the actual game you're playing. I mean, that game, I have to admit, is pretty interesting. I would like to see how that turns out.
me here at the Moorcock Institute.
Moorcock Institute.
We have a practical demonstration.
He's doing the many worlds interpretation where he has immortality because he still makes a choice in one world and another choice in another world.
9.
Or, well, the gun in this case.
It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now
Where do they got all these extras?
Yeah.
experiment.
One of these are people that actually worked on the game.
Might as well.
He's kidding, right?
I don't think they're looking for 8th grade. Oh, ooh, I didn't mean to block the TV out. Get out of here.
No risk.
Oh, I thought I messed up the TV by getting close to it.
Place the weapon against my own forehead. Now,
We're all watching an episode within an episode. I
done. Not so.
think this is gonna happen.
The flower pot. And yet, I must.
Surprised it didn't have the Energizer Bunny commercial before it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised too.
I think you watch an advertisement.
Realities branch off.
Did they have any other advertisements in this game I just forgot to miss outside Energizer? I mean, they had a Lincoln car.
With my
Microsoft Sync.
Oh yeah, Microsoft Sync. Maybe should have a little Microsoft commercial. Sell more. Well, this is before the Surface.
Yeah, I don't remember.
immortality. Under no circumstances.
Uh-oh. Someone tripped the wire.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger,
It's actually kind of lengthy. They have some of these that are really weird. Can go on for a little bit too.
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial.
Alan Wake's like, okay, well, there's monsters chasing me. What are you doing here?
Moment and
Uh-oh.
always do happen.
Uh-oh.
The point is, this one thing
The machine's not turned on, sir.
happen here.
You're not going to survive this.
Colvin? Insane? Insane?
hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You guys gaze upon quantum.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know if I want to see this. Whoa. Is he dead?
His own hubris.
Ooh, perhaps he should have left the gun.
He should have left the crate
Oh.
the decaying.
Uh-oh. Just like Schrodinger's cat in Night Springs. And my gun does not damage the... I think they have the quantum machine running here where I cannot damage the TV with the gun. Let's get going here. Alan Wake needs to make it to the gas station.
To the gas station.
To the gas station with the swinging logs. Let's do this. Something. Right? I hit the button. Ooh, the use of shadows in this game. Exemplary! Item limit reach. Item limit reach. I got it.
I think you could hold more ammo on that large sweater.
It's like he's like packing. He just pulls it open. Hey, does anyone want to buy any ammo off of me?
Oh no.
It always makes me wonder how they store all those guns in these games. Like, he has a shotgun too and a flare gun, you know?
Right.
Which maybe I'll use that just to show how badass it is. Oh, you want to come down for the party? I'll light you up in about... Oh, God. Oh, I think that's the boss character because it's taking a while to take down his darkness. Shit. Pay attention to this game. There is a little bit of a finesse to the controls between the gunplay and dodging around. Ooh. Ooh. I think that's the boss. I think that's the
Foreman.
foreman there. Good grief, sir. I'll blind you. I'll blind you. There you go. Load them up! Gosh darn it. How many bullets? There you go. Mr. Owl, how many bullets would it take to kill a psychotic dark creature? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bullets. Okay, what's my next thing? Reach a gas station. Oh, there it is. Green button means good. I'll use the red button. Jam on that to get the green button.
That's right.
Let's get to that gas station. So I can fill up my car and fill up my hopes. Maybe they'll have Twinkies in this gas station.
The parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Whoa, sir, whoa.
I just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The same.
Don't want to go off the ledge.
Itself.
Guess I should go through here. Ah, they make the brights bright. Dark's dark.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place.
Huh. Uh-oh.
All right.
I can focus in on myself, going nuts. The actor that plays me.
Cabin. Outside the story, there's only darkness.
They got it all down. They got the right jacket and all that. Come in. You know, this would be a hard character to pull off for Halloween. You know, you dress up as this. I don't think anyone will recognize you.
No.
Unless they're really big video game nerds. I'm Alan Wake. Okay. I'm a writer. Okay. What are you trying to be for Halloween?
Talking crazy.
I guess I should use the phone.
In my mind.
Dial 911.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Now, he's using a... Okay, there you go. I was about to say, oh, doesn't even show him with the handle pull off the phone. Just press a button. Here comes Lady Cop.
Oh.
All about to be like, why are you calling me over here?
You are.
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was.
I'm Alan Wake.
My wife Alice, she's missing.
Where's Mrs. Wake?
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake.
Uh-oh.
Since the big eruption in the 70s.
Unraveling the mystery.
They're okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go.
See, she's nice enough.
Okay?
She's willing to spend her time to show him that he's dumb, that there's no cabin in the lake.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She was
Probably just bored.
Yeah, how many other cases do you have in this little town of Bright Falls?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a big homicide right here. I don't know if there's really much gangs there either. There's something about Bright Falls I just don't know about. I like the stuff that lead up to this game. There actually were like little video trailers where it was live action that was like promoting this game. You could download on the Xbox 360. It was really cool stuff.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
Right on.
Right on. And that's the end of the episode. Episode 1 or 2 or whatever. Episode 1, Nightmare. And yeah, I'll let you know. And that's I think that was the weirdest thing about this game was it was the idea that it was all episodic. Never really had that before. And then this, like, it tells you what happened previous to the game. So you could turn off the game, turn it on, and catch up where you are. I think that's pretty nifty. Make it almost like a TV show.
I liked it. That was fun.
Yeah.
She's missing.
Let's see what happens. Recap of our episode.
I woke up.
They talked about Tales from the Crypt.
I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
Shining anybody? Which
The lake Alice and I
See.
stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
episode 2. Taken! Yes, my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies. Okay, Liam Neeson. Nope. Nope. This is not my Taken. This gotta be taking my money. I could tell this was 3 years ago because he's not as disheveled.
Honey!
Well,
Back here, sweetie.
I'll let him talk.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
All right. Well, Brian, what do you think? Pretty cool game? Pretty nifty?
I do think it's a good game. Good game to play around Halloween.
At night?
At night.
Definitely got a good scenic moments. It got some jump scares on it. I remember going through this and getting a little scared and nervous. Not super intense. Not up to scare fear, but definitely really nice. And it definitely sets the mood straight. So I'm just rotating this guy's model just to be like, you know, see what kind of job they did on this guy. It looks pretty good. So everybody, thank you for watching another game, Dingleberries. Ow! Lithium batteries, some nondescript products here where you can't make out the text. And what's this?
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. And it's like live action too, it's not even CG.